Hello dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at how you apply the rule of BODMAS or PEDMAS. Okay, those two they mean the same thing. I've selected PEDMAS so that you will see how it is used. Many students are not aware of this one, but it is exactly the same rule as BODMAS. So students, we are going to be looking at how to simplify this expression 25 on 27, 25 on 75 multiplied by 12 divided by 10. Everything, that fraction is divided by a certain bracket, 3 on 5 plus 1 on 7 inside the bracket, and the result is subtracted with minus 4 and 7. So now this is the question we are going to be looking at in this presentation. Watch out and use a paper to follow along so that whatever calculation we are doing or any step you do it also, so that you can also follow up with what we are doing. Okay, this full solution is treated in this problem in the simplest possible way for you to understand. Okay, so I would like you, on the next slide we'll just begin. Okay, I would like you to write down this expression PEDMAS somewhere. In the expression PEDMAS, P stands for brackets or parentheses. That's the right word. Okay, parentheses. This bracket there you see here like this, they are called parentheses. E stands for exponents or index. Okay, exponents or the powers. Okay, then D stands for what? Division, and M stands for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. So, and also if you are new to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, this red button you are seeing there. Hit that button and don't forget to turn on this bell icon so that whenever we upload the next video, you will not be left out. You'll be the first to be notified by YouTube. Okay, also while you watch this video, share it after watching because you will learn a lot from it. This video is dedicated to ordinary level students. Okay, ordinary level students. And also if you want to join my WhatsApp group, you can go to the comment section and create a request that you want to join. Just write I want to join the Functional Studies 101. Here we will tackle most of your problems and your worries one-on-one. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. So let's get started. So guys, we have our expression 25 on 75 multiplied by 12 on 10, that's divided by 3 on 5 plus 1 on 7, ordered in brackets, minus 4 on 7. So guys, when you look at this expression, right, and the expression PEDMAS, the first thing that you have to look at is parentheses. When you have an expression with multiple signs, multiple operators, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, those are the 4 arithmetic operators, right? So when you have them involve one or more, there is what we call the order of operation that you need to respect. And that order of operation, you can either use BODMAS or PEDMAS. Okay, anyone it works when you have this type of expression to simplify. And mind you, these are the type of question that you see on the first set of questions that you find on your question paper. The reason why you will find your examiner will give you this type of question to solve is just for you to have that confidence. Okay, because these are easy questions that you don't need to lose the marks. It's just to give you that confidence that you can do this exam. If you notice on any examination paper, for ordinary levels, the very first set of questions are easy going before you even go down now to really context. Everything is important in maths starting from primary school. Okay, in primary school people were taught how to add fraction, multiply fraction and divide fractions. In secondary school you will keep doing it throughout your life as a student until you say I don't want to go to school again. You will keep doing it. So now students, there is one thing now we have to look forward to apply the rule of PEDMAS as our point of focus in this video. P stands for what? Parentheses. That's what we said now. So when we see a bracket, when we see PEDMAS, okay, I hope you wrote it down. That's why I asked you to write it down, sorry. So when you see a bracket, P stands for parentheses. So in the expression PEDMAS, the order in which those letters appear, that's how you identify the operations and simplify the expression. So our first letter in the expression PEDMAS is letter P, which stands for what? Parentheses. It's not product, parentheses. Parentheses means bracket. This bracket you are seeing here. So what is inside this bracket? I will simplify it first. That's the first step. That's the meaning. So in that case, we have to do parentheses first. So in that case, we'll have to simplify what is inside here, right? This 3/5 plus 1/7. When you're adding two fractions with different denominators, right? Just draw a line as you are seeing like this. The product of these two numbers at the denominator, right, is the common denominator of the two fractions. So you just draw a line. A fraction has a numerator and a denominator. The value that you write up the bar is called the numerator. While this one is the denominator. Okay, so when you want to add two fractions or subtract, for this case when we are adding, we have to just multiply the two denominators together to have the answer as a denominator. So you just have 5 times 7, you put the answer there. So when you see bracket like this, it also means multiplication. If you see 5.7, you can also use it to do multiplication. They are all accepted in mathematics. Then now, to know what is up at the numerator now, you have to do cross multiplication. Are you seeing? You draw a cross, an invisible cross. Don't draw it on your paper. Just imagine that you have this times this diagonal. Are you seeing that? So I have 7 times 3 times 7, you put the answer there. Then you maintain the addition sign. Then you now do 5 times 1, 5 times 1. Are you seeing it? So you put now 5 times 1. Okay? If you wish, you use 5, you put multiplication sign times 1. This method of using brackets is more recommended, okay, because it makes the work neat, organized, and so on. So now all we need to do is just to simplify what we have done. Once you have applied this rule, this trick, because this is a trick, okay, this technique, anyhow you want to put it. So now how to simplify. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 5 times 1 is 5, and then 7 times 5 at the denominator we have 35, okay. Then now 21 plus 5 is 26/35, okay. So that's the answer to this bracket. So now we'll now take this answer that you are seeing here like this. Are you seeing it? We'll take this answer and come and replace it in the same position. We have simplified this, everything inside this bracket. Just that same position, you copy these two terms divided by, then now what is inside this bracket, you now come and put your 26 and 25 there. So that will give us our new expression will now be 25 on 75 times this 12 on 10 divided by the answer that we got inside that bracket. This is what we have simplified now. Copy and paste. Copy what was the answer and put it in that same position, minus 4/7. Okay, students. Now In the next expression, PEDMAS, the second letter is letter E, which stands for exponent. Exponent. Okay? Exponent. Exponent means power or index. There is no exponent in the expression, right? So since there is no exponent, we don't bother about letter E. We now go to the next letters. PEDMAS. The next letter is what? Letter D. That stands for what? Division. You can remove this parenthesis here. I was just doing it to illustrate where exactly you are supposed to place this answer. Okay? Yeah. Hope now you understand. So now, in this expression, the next operation according to PEDMAS, after exponent is D. D stands for division. Remember I told you that P stands for parenthesis, not product. Don't make a mistake and come and do multiplication. You will fail. This is a question for 5 marks most at times, but you can also see for 2 marks here. Yes, you can still come like this in the MCQ. Whether it is 1 mark, there should be no room for you to fail this type of question. Okay, so now our next operation is division. Letter D stands for division according to PEDMAS. The third letter is letter D. So now we'll now do division is next, right? Since there is no the exponent, so we'll now go to division. Now we'll now have to do this division that you are seeing here. This division you are seeing here. 12 on 10 divided by 26 over 35. As you are seeing it like that. 10 over now in primary school, look at this. Can you see these two fractions? You see that there is something common now. There is a common factor here. This number is divisible by 2. This one is also divisible by 2. So we'll divide the numerator and denominator by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then now 10 divided by 2, it is 5. Okay? Then we'll copy everything the way it is. Divide by 26 on 35. Now from this stage, when you are dividing two fractions, what you were taught in primary school, I'm doing this for ordinary level students, but I will just show you the easiest way to do it. Okay, you were told that you take this first fraction, keep the first fraction unchanged, change the division sign to multiplication, then now you multiply and you invert the second fraction. Now you invert the second fraction. The second fraction was 26 on 35. When you invert means you change your position, the numerator and denominator. So this 38, 35 will go up and then 26 will come down. So that's why I have 35 on 26. So now this swapping that you did is called the reciprocal of this fraction. So when you ask to look for the reciprocal of a fraction, you just have to swap the numerator and the denominator. Okay? I hope you understand it. So if you want to divide two fractions, in other words, multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Are you seeing that? If you are seeing it, say yes sir in the comment section. Now from this stage, we now have multiplication of two fractions. We are not yet done. We have to simplify everything here and just go and replace the result in that same position. The next operation here is multiplication. Are you seeing that? If you notice here that when you are multiplying two fractions and you see common terms that can cancel out are the numerator and the denominator, whether cross or vertically, okay, any direction. You look at what is on the numerator of both fractions. If there is something that is common at the denominator of either fraction, you will do a cancellation. 35 and 5 is very common that any number that is ending with 5 is divisible by 5. Okay, so to divide 35, 5 will go into itself one time, then 35 will go into 5, 5 will go into 35 7 times. You place the result in that same position. Are you seeing it? Then now, between 6 and 26, there is something that is common. The reason why we are simplifying at once is just to make the work less cumbersome for us. Because if you just multiply these two, normally you can also just multiply these two fractions together. the numerators separately from the denominators. That's what we used to do now. Yes. So, and then you have a big number that you have to start breaking it down again. Why not just break it down at once? So between 6 and 26, there is a common factor 2. Both are even numbers. All even numbers are divisible by what? By 2 now. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 26 divided by 2 is what? 13 now. Yes. From this stage now, we have to do a multiplication. When you are multiplying two fractions, you just have to draw your bar. You multiply the numerators together. Only for multiplication, you multiply the numerators together. That will give me this 3 times 7, 21. Then now, for the denominators, you multiply them also together to get the denominator of the resulting fraction. 1 times 13 is 13. I hope you understanding. Good. So this is the answer for this part. 12 on 10 divided by 26 on 35. Our next expression now, we'll take this answer. They are seeing here like this. Are you seeing it? We'll now come and replace it here. Your here no? Yes. So we'll be having 25 on 75. So once you want to do a replacement, copy exactly what has not been touched, and then what has been touched, you replace that expression in that same position. Okay? So now, since we have done this part together, so we have not touched 25 on 75 times. What is here? We have not touched it. So we just copy and replace. Are you seeing that? We copy and replace. The answer was 21 on 13. Now copy and replace in that same position times. Then now followed by minus 4 on 7. That's what we have not touched. So I've just replaced in that position. I hope you are understanding simple basic English. Okay, for those of una who know here, okay, ma talk for una local language. Wetin I mean be say, when you don't get the answer now, you dey see the answer so yes, where you don't get them, you can't put them back for the play way be the part where be simplifying for yes or no. You just copy them, can't put them back for the. Okay, and also please, if you want me to be teaching you math in your local language, pidgin English, you can just comment in the comment section. Okay, drop a comment in the comment section so that let me know what you really want. If the English is not going, I can ever use your dialect. Okay, math is so full of fun. Now, this is the new expression that was simplifying. Okay, now in the next expression, PEDMAS. At any stage, apply PEDMAS. Okay, we have done parentheses. In this new expression, there is no parentheses again. There is no exponent, there is no division, but there is multiplication, right? PEDMAS. Follow the letters as the way they go. PEDMAS. The next letter that comes up in this expression, we have multiplication and subtraction. Okay, multiplication and subtraction. Between those two expressions or those two arithmetic operators in the expression for PEDMAS, which letter comes first, D or S? D comes before S now, so we'll do no. We have done division. M stands for multiplication, right? PEDMAS. So the last part, MAS. So you see that M comes before S, so we'll do multiplication first before subtraction. That's what it means. So we'll now do multiplication, right? So multiplication is next. So now we have to multiply these two fractions together. That's what it means. You multiply them together. Okay? Multiply them together. This is step-by-step explanation so that you don't lose any step. So now look up. In this step, okay, 25 on 75. Do you notice that both numbers are ending with 5? So it means that there is a common factor between this and this, which is already 5. All we need to do is now, even if you notice, 25 is a factor of 75. because 3 times 25 will give us 75, right? So it means that 25 will go into itself once, and then 25 into 75 will go into 75 will go into 25 3 times, or you just say 75 divided by 25 is 3 now. So you copy it and replace 1 time here, 3 time here, copy and replace. Wherever you are possible to simplify before you proceed. I repeat. Okay? Now here. Now from this step, like we did in this step, this is multiplication of two fractions. Before we do that, can you see that 21 and 3, they have a common factor? Yes, because 3 is a factor of 27. So now 3 will go into itself 1 time, and 27 divided by 3 will go into 27, as 27 divided by 3 is 7, right? The denominator remains the same. Are you seeing that? Because it's multiplication, that's why we can do the cancellation. Now from this step, this multiplication of two simple fractions, so we have to multiply the numerators separately from the denominators. So I have 1 times 7, which is 7. 1 times 13 is 13. Okay? This is the answer to this product, this multiplication. Okay? So the next step, our new expression will now be this answer we got here, we'll come and replace it in the same position and copy whatever we have not touched. So we have 7 over 13 minus what we have not touched, minus 4 on 7. So this now is just subtraction of two fractions. Just like they did addition, we will do exactly the same thing now at this step. You don't do exactly the same thing now. In place of addition, you now prepare subtraction. When you are subtracting or adding two fractions, this explanation goes on. So all we need to do is to draw our this thing, our horizontal bar. Look at the placement of the bar between the equals to sign. This is how you are supposed to read. Whether you are an art student or a science student, that's the acceptable way of writing, presenting your work. So 13 times 7 is the denominator, as I said in this case here. Okay, so 13 times 7 will be a denominator. Then to know what is up here, we will just do cross multiplication. 7 times 7, okay, then put a minus sign, then 13 times 4. Are you seeing that? Then now after that, you have to simplify this step. 7 times 7 is 49, minus 4 times 13 is 52. Then now divide by 13 times 7 is 91. Then now 49 minus 52 is negative 3. Don't say it cannot go. Okay, whenever you are subtracting two numbers and you think the first number is smaller than the bigger one, do the reverse. Just know that the answer will be negative. Okay, all you need now to do is just to take the bigger number minus the small one. So 52 minus, I know that 49 is smaller than 52. So subtracting the two numbers, my dear students, the answer will be negative. To know what will follow after the negative sign, I now take a bigger number, which is 52 minus 49. Are you understanding? Yes, I believe so. You have to understand. 52 minus 49 is 3 now. So and then divide by this denominator, which remains like that. Now it is possible to check. I'm giving you divisibility rules. A number is divisible by 2 if it's an even number, automatically is divisible by 2. For a number that is divisible by 5, it must end with 5 or 0. That's what we said now, according to divisibility rule. Then now a number that is divisible by 3, 1 to 8, 91 is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. 91 is 9 and 1. So when you add the 2, 9 plus 1 is 10. Is 10 is 3 a factor of 10? No. So 10 is not, it cannot divide 3. Okay? 3 cannot go into 10 exactly. There will be a remainder. It will go 3 times, but there will be a remainder. So when we talk of it being a factor, it means it divides and leaves no remainder. So guys, this is the final answer. Okay, PEDMAS I hope you enjoy how we apply PEDMAS to simplify this. And if you need an exercise, you just tell me and I'll give it to you. Correct answer, good. Perfect. Now, we have come to the end of this presentation. I want to thank you all for your kind attention. Okay? So all I need to do now is just to thank you for your kind attention and also to see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. Also, this bell icon, as I said, turn it on, make sure it is turned on so that whenever I upload new content, YouTube will notify you instantly and you have access to the video. I hope you love the video. If you love the video, comment I enjoy it in the comment section. See you in the next presentation. And also, if you have any type of problems in mathematics, come to the comment section and request for a video for an explanation, and I'll do it depending on. You can also get my WhatsApp number. Just say I need your WhatsApp number in the comment section. Or better still, you can, for security reasons, I will warn you, better still, you can drop your WhatsApp number in the comment section, then I add you to my group. Here, there will be interacting. You will be, whenever I upload a video, you must, even if YouTube does not alert you, you will be notified by me. Okay? So have one-on-one attention with me. Make sure you get to me in the comment section, and I'll attend to all of you. Goodbye and see you in the next presentation.